Bang oi food mob day. Welcome back to the vlog, everyone. In today's video, I want to introduce 5 of my favorite foods to all of you. Now, luckily, I know all of the great spots around my house, so I'll be driving around and hitting these spots in no particular order. And no, pho is not part of this list. It was really loud by my house, so I want to do the intro out here, but it's loud out here too. So let's hurry up and get the video started. All right, everyone. First up on the list, no surprise, this is Boonball. Now, if you follow my channel for any length of time, you know Boonball is one of my favorite dishes. And I was thinking about spots for this one, spots I haven't filmed at. And I remember eating here randomly a while back, and I said, man, this is delicious. So they have stone bowls, and you kind of put it in the broth yourself. So I thought that'd be kind of unique for this video. Let's go check it out. As I mentioned, it adds to the experience. He said put the meat in first, then the vegetables. Got the raw chewy here, got some got some salak. The last time I had Boonball in a stone bowl was actually up in Dalat. Now, it's not that they're famous for it or anything, but it was really delicious. So I'm hoping this still holds up to the Boonball in the stone bowl level that I'm used to. One of the things that I wanted to keep up with my channel in the beginning was consistency. It's very important to have consistency. And what do I mean by that? Well, in the beginning, I used to get interviewed a lot by newspapers, TV shows, and other YouTubers. And everyone always asks, what's your favorite food in Vietnam? Well, of course, it's Boonball. That's not an exaggeration. That's not a lie. I love it. But I try to make sure that I stayed with that and said, you know what? This is my favorite dish, and it will stick. So, of course, in a video like this, Boonball has to be number 1. But I wanted to leave room for other dishes as well. As I stated earlier, this is in no particular order, but of course Boonball was the first thing that came to mind. So that's the first one on the list. At this point in the video, if you're still around, comment down below, what is your favorite Vietnamese dish? If it's pho, that's okay, but be creative. Think of something else. As good as I remember, if not better. It's important to note right now it's about 3 o'clock. And I was waiting to go and make this video, so I actually skipped breakfast today. I'm no rookie when it comes to fasting, but I haven't been fasting recently. So when it comes to waiting to 3 o'clock to eat, I'm hungry, man. I'm trying to get some food. One of the things that I saw with this and I enjoy about this place is you have different cuts of meat. Okay, and of course other Boonball spots will do it. But here, getting to put them in yourself, you get to see what's going into it. You get to see the different varieties of meat. Some of them rare, not cooked. Some of them already cooked. On to the next spot. This dish is called bangoon, and it's easily one of my favorite dishes here in Vietnam. Luckily, we came over to this place called bangoon nhớ. In Vietnamese, nhớ means to remember or to miss. And I remember this is probably the first place I ate bangoon because I used to live right over there. So I'm excited, definitely ready to get some bangoon. You have bangoon, which is rice paper wrapped around meat and different things. So not only do I love bangoon, but I love the fact that you can get some nutrition in here with the trứng. So normally I would do bangoon trứng, and it just adds to the experience. You can see the egg in here and the rice flour. As good as I nhớ, because it's bangoon nhớ. So anyway, as I mentioned to her, I came here about 7 years ago. I used to live around the corner in an alley right over here. Hẻm Ba Ba Chen.
thơm này ngon.
Abandoma. Yeah, Homa. Con đang ăn nhiều liên tục. Yeah, today is one of those days where I eat a lot. It's gonna be, whew. But I'm glad it's eating a lot of what I like to eat. I love when tourists will come to the country and they will literally send me a picture on my Facebook page eating at a place that I recommended. In fact, there was a video in Dalat. Max, Chris, and Nam, myself, we went to this nice restaurant owned by this nice family who actually invited us there, shared it on our pages, and I get a message from the owner months later. Hey, buddy. Tang, huh?
Yeah.
Guys, take a look at this. My
Okay.
friend here, Anthony.
Tân
Tân, tại sao lại tên cho Phúc?
thấy đẹp trai quá Tập. Ok.
Wow, cái này là cái gì?
Sản phẩm mới áo thun.
Wow, ôi giời ơi, mọi người ơi, Tân rất là thân thiện, rất là tốt bông luôn.
Ok.
Thank you so much, Tân.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Chúc một ngày tốt lành. Guys, look at this. He saw me filming out front. Just rolled in here, gave me an auton. Look at this. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, so this review is just turning out to be better and better. Good food, getting gifts. Man, what else can go good on this review? Overall, very impressed with the quality of this spot. I'm coming back this many years later, having tried numerous bangoon spots. I realized this is one of the better ones I've had, but it cannot take the #1 spot because the #1 spot is actually during the filming of the TV show Vietnam Discovery. They took me to a market called Chợ Chuông. It's way outside of Hanoi, and it was like 4:30 in the morning. So we filmed. I think I was wearing this shirt actually. We filmed, and afterwards they say, we know this lady in the market. She has really good bangoon. We go back. She's been selling bangoon for 30 years, and it was a little different because the meat was not inside the ban. Instead, you had to pick them up together and dip them in her fish sauce broth. It wasn't just fish sauce. She cooked it with something else. And I can honestly say I've never had anything come close to the deliciousness of that dish. That blew my mind. I literally had 2 plates back to back. I was just in awe, and I knew I would never go back there because it's in the middle of nowhere at the Non La market, which I didn't even know existed before that show, and it will always sit at the top because I doubt I'll be able to match that. Delicious, guys. Not one complaint. That is why this is on my top 5 list of dishes in Vietnam. If you find yourself here or in any Vietnamese community, ask for banh cuốn. Personally, I like it better than banh ướt. Banh ướt is just like all over the place. But banh cuốn, amazing. And if you're feeling crazy that day, go for banh cuốn chung, the egg mixed in. On to the next spot. Next up, we have a double header. 2 of my all-time favorite Vietnamese dishes that aren't even from Saigon. In fact, both of these here are from Phan Rang. Now, there are different varieties throughout the country, but I heard about this place, wanted to come check it out. The owner's really nice, and they have both at the same place. So I can save some time and energy by doing both at once, and hopefully some space in my stomach. We have Banso, and we have Ban Can, and this is from Phan Rang. The nice owner, she is from Phan Rang, and she said the variety's a little different. But to be honest with you, I really like the smaller Banso. And I can tell here, they make them fairly crispy. You can see here, there's a lot of crunch to them. So also goes along with being one of my favorites. And traditionally, what you do with this, you take the banchan here, okay? A little bit of the lettuce. Get some moisture on it so it'll wrap easily, okay? But then you can use that lettuce here. And we'll take this here. Cái này là rau tito đúng không? Tito. You take the tito. Okay, and then cái này là đu đủ hay là xoài? Xoài. So we have mango here. I'm not the best roller. I used to roll burritos, not Vietnamese food, but we're gonna get it in. Okay. So first we'll try the chua ngọt, bottoms up. The seafood in here is what sells it. The squid, and nice and thick, has a lot of flavor to it. And I am a fan of this chua ngọt sauce. This is good. Cái này là nước mắm chua ngọt. Okay, so sweet and sour fish sauce. Very good, mọi người ơi. It's so fluffy. If you see my Dalat video, you know I'm a sucker for bankan. And that's where I would normally get them, in Dalat. But now I have a place here in Saigon where I can readily get them close to my house. And that peanut sauce is the perfect mix with those. Holy smokes. Let's try it with the sweet and sour fish sauce. You know, so for these, they use bột làm từ gạo. So it's like rice flour and then chung gà, chicken eggs. And you can tell in the middle how fluffy that is. And this might actually rival the bankan of Dalat that I've had. And I went to one of the more famous places. But this is really good. These are like a Vietnamese taco. You don't need the vegetables or the banchan if you don't want it, because it's good like this. I don't know. All right, guys, we'll try the mắm nêm. Chị ấy nói là mắm nêm là đặc sản của Phan Rang. Let's see. Có vị quen, nhưng mà so với hai sốt khác, hai nước khác, Phúc thích cái này hơn. That mắm taste is very mặn, huh? Very nặng. So personally, it's hard to say. This nước mắm chua ngọt, good. If I have to make a danh sách, if I have to make a list, the bankan with the sốt đậu phộng, the best, but still good with chua ngọt. The Banso with the chua ngọt, the best, and đậu phộng, the second. The mắm nêm is not my favorite. I'm not. Some mắm I can eat, but some mắm I'm like, eh. And what's so cool about these dishes is that it's a variety. Shu Fat Cho, very phong phú đa dạng, where in this one we have shrimp, in the other one we had squid, and you just eating and you get different things. But look at, she's got croutons in here. How cool is that? On to the last dish. Somehow I made it through. 4 dishes down, 1 more to go. And this dish, well, traditionally it isn't in a restaurant. It's on the street. So we're at Công Tâm Thảo, across from chợ Nguyễn Văn Trỗi on đường Lê Văn Sĩ. I've always lived on this street, and I know this alley here, it has quite a bit of choice, but today we're going for Công Tâm. I love Công Tâm, and that's why I made it onto this list. Let's see what we can get. I know it seems like I'm always referencing back to remember that time when, or that video, but that's mainly because this channel is a story of my life in Vietnam. So I like to look through my experiences that I've had, not just on video, but just in traveling or whatever I've done here. But in the videos, I say, wow, remember the time I did this? And I show a clip kind of like this. Không thổi nhiều bingo. Yeah, come on. Take a look at that, mọi người ơi. Well, why do I bring that up? Mainly because for those that have been around for a while, you know I used to work at a Công Tâm spot. So I've always considered this dish close to my heart. And it wasn't just working there, but it was also the fact that I lived across the street from that spot for a while. And when I didn't know much about Vietnamese cuisine or where to eat, I knew one thing. This dish is delicious, and I'm gonna eat it a lot. So normally I would go work out in the morning, if you can believe that. And then on the way home, I would come back and I would get a straight double dish. 1 portion with pork. Yeah, how man? Yeah, how? Come on. 1 portion with pork and 1 portion with chicken. This pork, fresh off the grill. The places will generally vary based on the way they marinate the meat. That's kind of how you will phân biệt or distinguish the different places on how the meat tastes. And while personally I'm used to that charcoal flavor of Come Dum Bag In. This spot has like a sweet, almost tangy taste. Bless you. I hope everyone really enjoyed the video because I enjoyed making it. I'm stuffed 5 dishes down within like 2 hours, but it's very good to go back and reminisce and show you some of not only my favorite dishes, but some of my favorite spots as well when it comes to these dishes. If you find yourself in Vietnam, make sure you tag me in your pictures and let me know down in the comments what are your top 5 favorite dishes in Vietnamese cuisine. Until next time, hang got ply and chúc mừng Nam ơi.